Good evening and welcome to Midnight Railfanning with Royal King of the Rails. I will be your host for tonight's stream as we take on the dark side of the trains. Tonight we are here in Lapeer, Michigan on the CN Flint sub. Okay, I'll go back to my regular voice now. So we're here in Lapeer, Michigan again, just like we were last week. I do apologize. The stream link I made for the first stream would not let me go live for some reason. So I had to make a new stream, which is why we're here. And you want to be on video?
Yeah.
I got Moena here tonight, Film Connect. I got Moena here. He's a special guest for tonight's Midnight Railfanning. And we are going to hopefully get at least one train. We have an eastbound that's in Flint right now, which is about, I'm going to say maybe a good 30 miles away from here. So we got a little time before it gets here. But we are going to catch some trains, hopefully. It's definitely been a long day, but a good one. I just got back not too long ago off of Amtrak from Battle Creek. I went there for the day. Got a good, decent amount of action, but it could have been a little better, considering there are 4 westbounds I could have seen towards the end, because the last 2 freights I didn't really see until like 3 p.m. and then I got on the train at 7:45 and got back here at 10:32. So unfortunately, missed a lot of good stuff. Missed E251, E271 because they were working the yard. B731, which is that potash train. It's got a bunch of hoppers, potash cars, and whatever the other ones are called. That's B731. That was sitting, waiting for a signal forever over near the Battle Creek yard, so that didn't go through. X397 ran through with the Wisconsin Central Heritage Unit, and an X City Rail. Did not get to see it. I believe I did pass that one. So there are 4 westbounds I could have had I been able to stay later, but it's not Amtrak's fault, obviously. I'm just a little upset that it all didn't work out there, but it is what it is. Amtrak in Battle Creek is at milepost 175. We are here at Lapeer Amtrak at milepost 290. So that shows a difference in mileage, considering today was a day trip to Battle Creek. Either way, still had a couple good catches. An X City Rail, a CN Zebra Stripe. Did I tell you about that? Yeah, I did. Yeah, Zebra Stripe. It was on L521, that one local that goes out of Battle Creek to Indiana. So, but anyway, we're gonna hopefully get a couple trains here tonight. I'm gonna take a look at the chat. So once again, guys, I do apologize because of the whole stream thing that I had to redo the link. Thankfully, Moena was able to go in and send out a new link, so that way we could get the stream going. That way, because I know there were a couple people on there that were waiting, so I appreciate everybody's patience. I was running a little late too, because Moena kind of surprised me. He kind of came up here to up here. I saw him in Durand on the train. Yeah, he waved to me on the train in Durand. It was really cool. You know, he's like, I'm still in Durand, and I'm like, okay, I'll wave to you when you come by. So you're going to catch, 8952 GTW Heritage Unit is on L508. I may catch it tomorrow. We'll see what happens. Monday, I have plans for Railfanning, because actually, I just took Amtrak on Thursday to East Lansing and back from here, just this past Thursday. I've been Railfanning the past 2 every other days. Tuesday, I was in Windsor, Ontario, which if you guys haven't seen that stream, I did a quick stream where I got 2 trains. You might want to go check that out later. That was a good one. We got some good action. We got 2 trains on that stream. I was only expecting to get the 1. Kind of figured last minute, let's do a stream because I'm out of the country. So that's what I did. Then Thursday, I was in East Lansing. Got 3 X City Rails and a 100-year anniversary CN Givo. That was pretty cool to see. And then today, Battle Creek. And I'll tell you guys, I've done a lot of downriver railfanning this year. Next year, I'll tell you, for next summer, considering this was pretty much, this is pretty much the last week that I'm doing of railfanning before I go down to railfanning and elevator filming once every 2 weeks. Because summer has pretty much come to an end. I just had my first week of college, so I gotta get down to business with that. So I'm getting a little bit of last minute filming, and so that's why if my videos are a little delayed or some of the channels haven't had content, it's because I've been busy transferring and making room. I've been kind of busy, and I'm trying to enjoy this last week, I guess you could say, before I have to return back to the school year. So yeah, GTW Heritage Unit, unfortunately, was not in my favor tonight. It never is in my favor, unfortunately, or half the Heritage units that run on this line. So anyway, got a bunch of people on here. We got Trains of Michigan Rail Fan, Ben's on here, Car Wash King, Michigan Rail Fan Enthusiast, Anthony, good to see ya. Will, I already said ya. Moena's on his account, Film Connect. Make sure you guys sub to him because he's a good friend of mine, and you give him some support because you know what, he needs it. You know, he's kind of still, you know, getting into the whole rail fanning thing, getting out to other places, you know, because he pretty much rail fans the Flint sub, and that's really about it. He's starting. I'm gonna take him around eventually to a bunch of other locations, like I've done with my new buddy Alex Rise NASCAR. He's a good friend of mine. He was actually with me on Thursday when we went to East Lansing. So, and Cool Man 46. I didn't forget you. I was getting to you. Cool Man 46 is on here as he shouts at me, "Hello, I'm here. Don't forget me. I'm on the stream." Oh, you know what? Actually, I didn't ask. Have you seen the toner 6 over there? That GE?
I've seen it like. I've seen it over the.
It's part. What do we got here? That was CN, I think, dispatch 161.22. Why not come to Florida? Yeah, well, I wish I could come to Florida and do some more rail fanning around there. Honestly, though, if I do any rail fanning out of state or out of Michigan anytime soon, it's either going to be Ohio or Indiana, or who knows, maybe I'll go back to Windsor. I think that's dispatcher. So we might be getting that eastbound signal. Those are the westbounds down there. Might be getting an eastbound signal here soon for this train. So hopefully we do get that, and we'll see what happens. We'll see what kind of train we got here. Could very well be Z148, which is a late night intermodal auto rack. We'll see. It all depends on what it is. But based on what I was trying to say, next year I will be cutting back on the amount of downriver rail fanning. I am gonna focus my attention next year more so on the Flint sub, and if I go to Flint for the Flint sub, I'll also do Lake State Railway as well. My goal is to end up filming more of the Flint sub next year and taking Amtrak a bit more. One trip I do have plans to do next year, and I'll mention this to you as well, is to go to New Buffalo. If I take the Blue Water from here, it's about a mile walk. South of that line is the CSX Grand Rapids sub. Now, the Grand Rapids sub, it's not terrible in terms of trains, but, it gets a decent amount, and it would be a new line for me to film. So I will probably consider doing that. So, yeah. Railroad crossing, Houston, Texas, Metro Light. Oh, nice. Yeah, they got a lot of passenger ones there. We do have the Amtrak Michigan line, which is pretty much all Amtraks, but there's about 4 NS locals that run on it because it used to be owned by Norfolk Southern. Yep, Amtrak passed here because I was on it. I was on 364. It got back here a little early, and it picked us up a little late from Battle Creek. Kind of like what happened 2 nights ago in East Lansing, where I got picked up a little bit late. Anyway, real quick, why don't we go inside? We'll take a look at the station real quick. So I think I showed this last week when I was here. This is the Amtrak Lapeer Depot station. Owned by the city of Lapeer, renovated by them as well. Station is open. I don't know if it closes at nighttime. It very well could stay open. I know for a fact it's closed during the day. And I am going to get a drink of water while we're here. Excuse me from that. I'm going to get a little more. Haven't really had any water today. But yeah, today was definitely a success for the most part in Battle Creek. Here's the station one more time. Watching the stream while in the shower. Nice. Raise your hand if you are watching the stream while you're taking a shower. I love it. Well, I appreciate the support either way from everyone, even if you're taking a shower while watching my stream. I do appreciate everyone's support as always. I know I say it a lot, but it's because I really do. If I didn't appreciate you guys, I wouldn't express it. So, yeah, this station is pretty neat. This is Lapeer, Michigan. It's the county seat of Lapeer County. So, yeah, and earlier today, like I said, I was in Battle Creek, which is in Calhoun County. So if you want to look up where that is, that's all the way pretty much more so on the west side of the state. And while I was there, since the first Saturday of the month, got a siren test as well in Battle Creek. And for those of you that like my siren videos, that'll probably go up tomorrow because I am going to go home after I end the stream, and I'm going to crash and sleep in tomorrow because between the past few days, I mean, honestly, I was almost tempted. I was almost tempted at first when I woke up. I was like, should I really go? Should I really just keep going and doing this, because it's every other day I've been doing it. I've either been going to work in between those days or I've been staying up to do other work as well. So, I'm kind of tired. So tomorrow, I got a lot of video work I got to do for you guys and a bunch of other crap I have to do as well. But there's one thing I know for certain that's happening tomorrow. And you want to know what that is, guys? I'm sleeping in. Yeah, I'm sleeping in tomorrow because I'm tired. Not right now, but as long as we make it to the stream and I make it home okay, then I can at least go to bed and crash and then hopefully wake up sometime in the late morning feeling refreshed. But that has nothing to do with what we're doing right now. It's Midnight Railfanning here with Royal King of the Rails. So we're here, obviously in Lapeer, and I'm hoping that eastbound is out of Flint now, at least past the East Flint control point. That would at least make things go a little better. We do have an eastbound eventually that will be on its way, but we'll go check ATCS. Here, you want to join me?
Yeah.
We'll go to my car real quick. I'm gonna...
Hope it's around Belsey at least right now.
I would hope so. If it's at control point Belsey, that'd be fine. I would prefer it to be past Flint by now because it's, based on where it was, it was pretty much near the Amtrak station in Flint. Which, by the way, for those of you guys that are wondering, the Blue Water is one of Michigan's Amtrak services. There's 2 trains a day. One that goes west from Port Huron to Chicago in the morning, and the other that goes back to Port Huron in the evening. Gets back here to Lapeer, 10:32 at night, assuming it's on time. Gets here in the morning about 7:05, 7:04, 7:06, something like that. Lately, they've been getting here 6 minutes early. That's what happened on Thursday, and that's what happened today. All right, I'm going to set my tripod down. We're going to check ATCS monitors, so we'll be right back after this. I'm going to have to cut out the stream just for 1 second while I reconnect to my hotspot, and we'll see if we have anything coming. So hold on, and we'll be right back. Oops, that's the wrong one. See, we should be back now. Yep, okay, good. We've reconnected. Now let's hope that ATCS monitor does its job and works so I don't have to restart. Okay, good, it did. That train is sitting at control point Flint. You see that on there? Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's not moving. That sucks. So, now the real question is he gonna move?
Something in the yard too.
I did see that, yeah.
The one that just was in near the Amtrak station.
Yep. I know there were some eastbounds earlier as well, but I have no idea where those are.
And the signals they are red, so.
Yep. Okay. we'll close it up for a bit. We should get at least one train tonight, guys. It'd be a shame if we do midnight rail fanning and not get any trains, and you guys are kind of here for nothing. But who knows? Maybe something did go past East Flint, and we just didn't know. There's always a chance. It's a dead spot, though, right now. It's not working, but either that or maybe we'll get a surprise westbound, because the other thing is that control point near Port Huron is no longer working, it seems like, on ATCS, which is kind of a shame. So let's see who we got here on the chat. Tampa. Yeah, Tampa's pretty cool when it comes down to the crew change. Looking forward to Railfan again. Oh, on Labor Day. Perfect. Yeah, I'll be Railfanning on Labor Day. That'll be the last day I Railfan for a while, and I'm kind of in between two locations that I want to go. So we'll have to wait and see depending on which one I decide to do. I am either going to go to one location that's going to probably get a good amount of trains, or I'm going to go to one location that's only going to get more like 5. A good amount would be like averaging 1 an hour, so maybe at least 12. The other location, I might get 5 if I'm lucky. But it's something I want to do, and it'll be the second time I go to that location as well. Hey, you have to go to church. Oh, you have to go? All right, because you got to go to church. All right, no problem. God bless. Have a good night. Thanks for coming on. Cool Man 46. Thanks for staying cool with Midnight Rail Fanning. So this is the station ramp. This is the ramp that gets you up onto the platform. So like I said, this station is unstaffed. The station opens up automatically, and people can sit inside. There's no staff here whatsoever. There's a lot of brochures and stuff on the inside as well. But it's just a basic station. It's, again, no one's on duty here. It does get maintained regularly where they do some cleaning, the bathrooms and everything like that. It does get regularly maintained. So, yeah. Don't know if you'll see NS 1111 get to Sterling Heights. It's on 11N. That would be perfect if it did go on 11N, because it's NS 1111. If it goes on 11N, 1111. Perfect. Those cabooses look filmer in Plant City. Yeah, we got 3 cabooses here. We have the Detroit, Toledo, Ironton Railroad. Got a Penn Central, and a classic for pretty much any rail fanning platform in Michigan, the Grand Trunk Western. There's one of these also sitting in Imlay City as well, and multiple other locations around Michigan. You know any other ones? I can't think of any off the top of my head besides Imlay City.
Doesn't Owasso have stuff?
I've never been to Owasso.
I think Owasso has some.
It's funny, I always hear people talking about Owasso, but I really wonder, like, what's in Owasso? Does anyone here know? Because honestly...
Central, I go up there.
Yep. And Joseph's on here. Hey, Joseph. And Damon's on here. Hey, broski, how you doing?
Diamond?
Yep. Nick just got on here too. Who's that? Who are you talking about? I mean, if you're talking about my man Moena, you met him. There's Moena.
What's up?
I introduced you to him. You guys are brothers, pretty much, since you guys are so close to each other. Ironically. Rick Ninkern. Yeah, where is Railfan Nick? I want him on here. We got Nick Boston Elevators though. Believe there's a GTW baggage car in a while. Oh yeah, I think you're right. And there is a caboose. You're right. Durand does have a GTW. I can't believe we forgot about that.
Oh, across the.
It's right. It's across near the Port Huron Y.
I was literally just there today. I forget about that.
Yeah, Moena was there. He got all the good stuff. Tell him how many heritage units you saw.
Wisconsin Central and then the Grand Trunk on a.
Yeah, he got 2 heritage units. Not 1, but 2. And I saw 0, even though they were on the same line. Except one of them was going on the Holly sub. And it was leading, too. It was L508. And, yeah, they were both leading, too.
Yeah.
Wisconsin Central was on X397, which I didn't get a chance to see. This would have been one of those days where it would have been like, I wish I could have canceled my ticket, spent the night, gotten in a hotel or something, and then just came back tomorrow. But you know, it is what it is. Okay, what do we got here? Joseph, he did it again like he did last time with a $4 super chat. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. I do appreciate it. That always it's always very, very generous of you. So thank you very much. Means a lot. Did NS run through Battle Creek? So NS in Battle Creek, it's mostly runs on the Michigan line. And where I'm at, I'm typically at the Amtrak station. It's the only place I filmed at because, remember, when I get on a train, I don't have access to a car. I either have to use bus service like I do in East Lansing and Ann Arbor. So that most of the time I just drive to Ann Arbor because Ann Arbor is so close. But in terms of far travel, like going to Battle Creek, which is the furthest I've ever gone on a train, by the way, to film, and I've been to Battle Creek now 3 times. Battle Creek, unfortunately, can be difficult because the buses don't even run on the weekend. Oh, geez, look, someone just started their car. It's like, have they been sitting here forever? But the thing is, though, Battle Creek, they don't run the buses on the weekend, which I don't like. Like, when I went there and spent the night in a hotel back in December, we at least were able to take a bus where we could go up to, we stayed at the Holiday Inn, and there was a bus stop pretty much right by Meyer. So, you know, we got there, and it was just a little bit, well, it was a little bit of a walk from there to the hotel, but it was a lot closer than if we had to walk the whole time. There goes the plane. So, no service on Amtrak. Yeah, Amtrak was kind of spotty. I was messaging a couple people, like even you I was messaging, and it took me a while to send out a couple things. I did use the Amtrak Wi-Fi. It works okay. Like this morning it was great. Going into Battle Creek it was great, but tonight going back it was awful.
I don't know if it's the Ventures, but the Horizons are just so. The Wi-Fi is not good.
Yeah, the Ventures were okay, like I said this morning. Honestly, it doesn't really matter as long as you know, I get there. I mean, Wi-Fi does help absolutely.
How are the seats on it?
The seats are pretty comfy. I think the Amfleets are a little more comfortable though, because it seems like nowadays, like newer seats that people that companies make, they're just like so stiff. You know, yeah. They were okay. I liked them. I that's now again the 4th time I've ridden in a Venture car. Because you figure the 3rd time was this morning, and then the 1st and 2nd time was on Thursday when I took the train to East Lansing, which East Lansing's cool, but I think another thing I'm going to do next year is I'm going to railfan a bit more of Battle Creek just because of the South Bend sub, and there's also a couple other trains there as well. The only downside about Battle Creek is if something goes to work the yard and doesn't come out before I have to go, you know what I mean? E251, E271. So I was hoping to get E251. I wanted to at least get that over in Battle Creek on the South Bend sub, but that's okay. It is what it is. Who knows? Maybe one day we'll get that. Damon and I are planning to go to Griffith sometime in the future, so maybe we'll get it through there, Griffith, Indiana. So you want to take the sleeper car? I'd love to do a sleeper car trip. An Amtrak, but it is expensive. Plus, we don't even have any of those in Michigan. All these trains, they're just basic Amtrak trains that if you want to go anywhere, you got to go to Chicago first. So if you are going to Chicago, just get on the train. If you're going anywhere else, it might be a little more complicated. That's why I've mentioned in the future the idea of doing Fort Madison, Iowa, because to do Fort Madison, it's about a 12-hour, 13-hour ride. You got to get to Chicago. It's about 6 hours to get to Chicago. Then after Chicago, there's like a 3-hour wait time. You have to transfer to the Southwest Chief, and then it's about another 3-hour ride. So it'd be a long day, but it'd be worth it to ride the train and go somewhere that I haven't been. So it's a trip I was hoping to do this summer that I'm thinking I might try to do. Maybe I thought of the idea of doing it around winter break, but we'll see if I do, because I don't want to run into what happened last year when I went to Battle Creek and then our train got canceled. Yeah, it sucked. From here to Fort Madison. Yep, it'd be if I went to Fort Madison, it would either be from right here or be on the Wolverine. It depends on what I can get for a better deal. Like, I could have taken Wolverine today to get to Battle Creek, which meant I would have gotten there a little earlier and I would have left a little sooner, which might have been better considering there were at least a few trains that I know ran through earlier. And you figure that extra hour might have helped. But yet, Wolverine was so expensive. You know how much it was just to go there? Just from like Troy to Battle Creek? $55. You want to know how much I paid here? From here to go to Battle Creek? $16.
Dang.
A fourth of what Joseph, just super chatted. So, I mean, it's insane. Michigan won, boo. Ohio State won, thumbs up. Michigan is going to get smoked by Ohio State this year. Yes, I sure hope so. I sure hope so. I know Anthony's a big State fan. State and Lions fan, I know that. He loves football, and I hope that's the case. They won today. They had a pretty decent game against Indiana. What was it, like 23-3 was the final score? So, and honestly, for our first game, a conference game, out of all things, it's pretty good. It's pretty good, considering most of the time when Big Ten schools like Ohio State, Michigan State play each other, like play games, the beginning of the season, typically there's like 3 non-conference games against blow-off schools that, they're easy wins, just a way to warm up the season. But Ohio State and Indiana did something that I don't think has happened in a long time, where they actually played a conference game for week 1, which doesn't happen too often. I'm thinking we go here to appear to go to Fort Madison or start to go. Yeah, pretty much, exactly. Yeah, Damon and I, GCR Productions, have tons of railfanning plans for the future because we just love it so much. And first things first, I think I want to go to Battle Creek at least one more time. But I do, and we're going to talk about Griffith at some point because that's going to be a special trip.
I'm going to be there next time.
What's that?
I'm going to be in Battle Creek next time.
You're going to be in Battle Creek, that's right. Yeah, I invited Moena to go, but he wasn't able to go. He had some privacy reasons that we won't get into, unfortunately. That would be neat, but there is already a Flint sub camera at Charlotte. Yeah. So. Oh my God, Joseph. I appreciate it. You don't have to do this. You really don't have to. He just sent me another $2.
W. Joseph.
Yeah, I mean, he between last week's stream and this week, he's given me $10. That's really, it really means a lot. It does. But I'm serious. You don't have to super chat all the time. It's all good. I appreciate it. I do. But like I said, everyone just being here on the stream tonight means more than that. Yeah, I get a little extra revenue now thanks to Joseph's super chat. But you know what? The ads will help pay for that, and right now YouTube is not my full-time job. But, like I said, I'm still grateful. That's why the Super Chat option is there if anyone does want to send me anything. Like I said, and I'll say it one more time before I repeat myself 100 million times, your support of just being on tonight's stream and having a good time is already enough. I can give $100 right now. No. Because you'll give me that $100, and the next time I see you downriver, I'll just give it back to you. I'll just give it back to you. And I'm not going to take the time, to do taxes either. I'll just give you $100. Because who even knows? Now, I need some more water. So, let's go back inside the station. Station is still open. See, this is one of those automatic locks. It's one of these, you enter a code, and whatever, it would open. But the door actually locks after a certain period of time. Excuse me. Did kind of need it. By the way, here is they have this brochure as well that you can actually take your bike on the train, but it does require an extra fee to do that. Then they also give you some free brochures. You got the Blue Water brochure. You got the Michigan Services Update. This shows you all the trains that run in Michigan. So, for example, you got Blue Water. Wolverine, and then down here you got the Pure Marquette, which is a smaller rail service that serves the western side of Michigan, and that line runs mostly on the CSX Grand Rapids sub, and that one's a very short route. It's only a 4-hour route because it starts in Grand Rapids and only has like 3 stops: Holland, St. Joseph, Bangor, I think, as well, and I can't remember if there's another one or not, but. What's that?
Holland.
I said Holland, I think. Holland, Bangor,
St. Joseph.
St. Joseph. Yeah, is that it? That's it? That's what I thought. I always thought it stopped in New Buffalo because it does pass through New Buffalo, but it doesn't stop there.
It just goes into that different line of that under.
Yeah. I don't know if it goes on to the Amtrak Michigan line, though, from there. I didn't think so. I don't know for sure because, again, I'm not familiar with that.
You can still catch that in New Buffalo, I think.
Yep. And Ben just sent out a link. Thank you for that. Yeah, I'm close to 1,000 now. The funny thing is, we did hit 1,000 subs earlier in the week, but then I dropped like 8 subs right after that happened. So I am officially monetized on Royal King of the Rails, meaning I'm making even more money now on YouTube, not only from elevators and everything else that I post here on my main channel, but we also, and I say we because you guys help me with your support, we're now bringing in revenue on Royal King of the Rails. Now, I'll just say this. It's nothing compared to what I make here on this main channel, but every little bit counts. And it's money I didn't have before. So, that's for sure. And Ben sent out a link. I'm 3 away from Royal King of the Rails, so if you want to see some really cool train content, head on over there. A lot of great content coming up. I got a big backlog. I'm currently posting content from July of last year, which I'm hoping to get a little caught up on. That's partially why I'm going down to 2, every 2 weeks I'll start Railfanning, or I'll go elevator filming and build that backlog up even more while I get a chance to kind of clear out a little bit of the backlog of the trains. Because, I mean, the reason why there was no video Friday is because I was too lazy to go in and count all the rail cars. I should have just posted the video and put that information in later, but I can't undo the past. So. If VR had no chance to put a camera here on Lapeer, it would be all right. Then you could watch CSX fly by as well. Yeah, that's true. The foreign flyer that does run through here as well. Flint would be a good location to actually do that. The Diamond wouldn't be too bad because Lake State gets a good amount of trains. The last time I was there, I technically got what I counted for the local when it came in, then when it came back out, and then the 2 big ones, like I think it's Z127 or whatever that is. So yeah, and hopefully we're gonna get a train here a little bit. Unfortunately, I wonder too. I'll have to go look at ATCS here in a second. I'm gonna sit down though for a bit. I'm gonna see what we got. Let's see here. It's currently, and I just got a notification, 10% battery on my Apple Watch. So I am going to throw on low power mode. Currently 11:32 p.m. Got off the train about an hour ago. It actually departed about exactly an hour ago from here. So that goes to show how long I've been here now. We're 30 minutes away from midnight to make this a true midnight Railfanning stream. This is our 3rd episode, by the way, guys. And this, again, will probably be the last one for a while, considering I'm not going to be Railfanning as much after Monday. Monday, I'm still determining between 2 locations because the other location could potentially give me the opportunity to get the GTW Heritage Unit. But we'll have to see. I don't know what I want to do yet. At the same time, if I go to the location with the lesser amount of trains, I won't have as many videos that day to build that will go into my backlog. That's kind of the other thing I'm looking at too. Because just wait, in the future when we get to the Fostoria, Ohio content, and the days that I filmed over 20 train videos, I mean, it's going to take a while to post. I'm going to throw at least like 8 videos in one video because there's so many of them. We got 6 people, at least 6 people watching and 6 likes. It's funny because the last time I was out here, if I spent the night in the car and slept maybe 7 hours and woke up around 7:30, I would have seen the GTW Heritage unit. So once again, I'm kind of in the area and I end up missing it. Because I had a feeling today, even though there were no reports on Heritage units, I had a feeling, something was going to happen. And boom, look what happened. 2, not 1, but 2. Wisconsin Central, Grand Trunk Western. On the bright side, though, I did get... excuse me, I'm starting to get tired now. It's funny because early in the stream I was like, I'm not getting tired yet. I got energy. So I'm starting to feel it. But earlier in the stream, I did mention that I did see one of the zebra stripes today, which was pretty cool. It's actually the second time I've seen it in Battle Creek on the same local, L521, which is that local that goes from Battle Creek to somewhere in Indiana. Could be South Bend, but I can't remember. Yep, I'm getting tired. I look over to Moena, who just had a nice yawn. Who knows, that Dr. Pepper I had on the train, I figured, it would help with the caffeine a little bit, but...
I was good 15 minutes ago, but...
Yeah. Yeah, I know, right? Now it's starting to kick in, Yeah. I almost wonder if there's, like a McDonald's that's open at this time where we could get a coffee. There's one on Genesee Road, which is down that way. See if the drive-thru. If the drive-thru is open, would you mind doing me a favor and running over there and getting me a coffee?
Yeah. Oh, it's closed.
It is. It's not open 24 hours. What about the one on Lapeer Road? There's also one on Main Street. Yeah. Oh, you were looking at that one first?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, I got you.
Check out Genesee. The one on Genesee. Open?
The Lapeer one. This one.
It's open. Yeah. Here, let me get you a 5. The way I could look at this is Joseph is paying for my coffee because he gave me $6. I'm gonna give you a 5. I have to set down the stream 1 second. What's that? Give me a large and get a bunch of cream and a bunch of sugar. That way it tastes good.
Coffee with a bunch of cream and sugars. Yeah, there you go.
5. There you go.
Alright,
so,
I'll be back.
All right, appreciate it. So Moena will be back. He'll be back in a bit. You better not dip on me. That's $5. You know what I mean? All right, Moena will be back. Thank you. I appreciate it. So I just sent Moena to go to McDonald's. Yeah, I will. Actually, you know what? Before you go, do you want to look at ATCS real quick? Yeah, I'd feel bad if you leave and you actually miss something. All right, I'm going to my computer. So Moena's going to go and get coffee because, like I said, I'm going to have to drive home in a little bit. And I've been up since 5 a.m. this morning because I had to get up, had to eat a little breakfast. And then I had to go to here, obviously, so I could get on the train. Hi, there's Moena. He's pulling up. All right, I'll go check for you real quick. So we're going to have to cut the stream out just for 1 second once again, guys. So just give me 1 second, and I'm going to go check. And hopefully that eastbound is on the move because it would really be nice if it is. Take a look. I still got the computer pulled up, which is good. All I have to do is just reconnect. All right, 1 second, guys. We will be right back. That eastbound appears to be gone. It very well could be on the way. It could be. I'd hurry.
Yeah.
I think you got time, but I'd go. I have no idea where it is. I'm not gonna be able to see it because it's in a dead spot.
Oh, it's in the dead spot.
Yeah. Maybe you should wait.
Yeah.
Why don't you wait?
If it's in the dead spot.
It's in the dead spot.
Like,
Of course, the downside is West Lapier's not working yet. That was working the other night.
West Lapeer?
Yeah. And West Emmett too. They both were working.
West Emmett. That's crazy.
Yeah, they do sometimes at night. Like even East Shaftesburg is working, and that one typically is dead. Taipan and Ash just both went dead not too long ago, which I'm actually really upset about because those are very important, especially if you're railfanning Port Huron. But I do believe we have an eastbound on the way, and hopefully, yeah, go ahead. We're still close to computers, so you should be able to see.
Yeah.
I doubt they're stopping for a crew change, Ben. If they're going to stop anywhere for a crew change, they're going to stop in Port Huron before they go to Canada because there's always the American and the Canadian crew. But you see what I mean, though? Like
Yeah.
where Lapeer is, I'm hoping maybe it'll just start working later.
Dang, it's really nice.
You see what I mean? How dead it is now because Taipan and Ash is not working. At least if we were to get a westbound, we'd be able to tell. But that's the downside about railfanning most of the Flint sub. Was that a horn? I swear I heard a tap of a horn.
I feel like
You heard that too? You heard that too, didn't you?
yeah.
Okay, we might actually have one coming.
It shouldn't be too long if it's in the dead zone.
Yep.
Every
It's
time
gonna
I
go
do that-
quick. It's gonna fly through
Yeah,
here.
I'd be going to McDonald's in the mornings, and I'd be missing the train so because I think they're in Flint, but
Yep.
it comes by fast.
Yeah.
There's also a signal around this corner right here,
Yep.
but
That signal's a good one because it's an automatic, and
yeah,
as much as I don't like automatics, they're very convenient
yeah.
in
The
areas
signal
like
ones
this.
down this way is really like helpful.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we do have a westbound, or an eastbound. I mean, if we had a westbound, we'd have a signal.
Yeah. That's weird.
Yeah. I'm gonna walk down. I'm gonna walk down to the crossing, and we'll keep an eye out for it. Here, why don't we walk down there? It's good with light too, because there's a light there.
Sorry, but you're gonna have to wait on your coffee.
That's fine. Ben, you said you heard it too on the stream. Ben thinks he heard it as well, and Ben's got pretty good ears from what I've heard. See what I did there? But I mean, if you see that light up there, it provides perfect lighting, and that's perfect for someone like me who wants to get the locomotive numbers. Because if I can get the locomotive numbers, I can typically also get the symbol if I don't know. But if I had to guess, it's probably going to be Z148. So hopefully we are going to get something. And then who knows if we're going to get anything else after this. If we get anything else, it's either going to have to be coming out of Flint Yard, or it's going to have to something that's down in Port Huron that we cannot see.
I have a good feeling this eastbound coming soon.
Yeah, I think so too. I'm going to see if I can zoom in and see if if I can see a reflection.
Yeah.
It is dark enough that we probably have a chance.
From a few miles because the echo is through here.
Yep. Oh, they're just talking on the scanner. I think there's a green.
Is it green?
I think it's green. Come here. See, I zoomed in past. If I zoom in past the red, I'm going to show the stream this too. If I zoom in past the red signals, I see a green reflection on the tracks. So I'm pretty sure we have a green.
Yellow? Is that a yellow and a green too?
I think that's a street light. But I do see a green reflection, which very well means, and I might be seeing silhouette of light. Oh, I think, is that a silhouette of lights? I don't know. I don't even know, honestly, guys.
Oh, wait, yeah.
It is a silhouette of lights. There it is.
Wait, yeah, I was going to say that might be...
Perfect. We do. Wait a minute. That's just the... What were we looking at?
I was looking at that, like, top yellow.
I think it's the box.
It is
I'm looking at the box. I'm looking at the box. The signal bungalow.
Yeah, that one.
Well, either way, yeah, there was a signal bungalow. I was zoomed into that. That's why I thought it was coming so soon. But I'm pretty sure, guys, this will be a good theory. If we get a train going east, this is a theory. This means we have a strategy that works here at nighttime. Because during the day, there's no way you're going to see anything.
Would that be a headlight above that green? Because it's a straight track.
No, it curves down there. It does curve. It doesn't curve for like a while, though.
Yeah. Dang.
But you'll see it. I'm pretty sure.
It should be a green.
Yeah, it has to be. I don't know what down there would be green, would be reflecting off the tracks. It has to be. The yellow light, I believe, is a street light or something. Because, I mean, you look at the color of these street lights right there, they're yellow. They're yellowish orange. Yeah. That has to be a green. This will be a good theory to test out, guys. So we might be getting an eastbound. We'll see what's on this train, and we'll see what it is. Who knows? Maybe we'll get lucky and get a westbound after it. Maybe there's a westbound tied down somewhere. Maybe in Imlay City. That'd be cool. Yeah, I almost did knock the tripod over. Oh, I'm starting to get a little chilly. I might have to go. I'm gonna have to go put my hoodie on. It got pretty warm today. It's actually the first time I railfan Battle Creek in warm weather, because past 2 times I've gone, it was like in the 20s. Almost knocked the tripod over again. Yeah, that's definitely a street light, because I see how much higher it up is.
Yeah. Nothing's even moving. It's just...
Yep. If I had to guess, he's probably in the middle of this control point, or I should say West Lapeer control point, because this is East Lapeer. I'm going to say he's in the middle of West Lapeer and East Flint.
Kersley or something.
Nah, I think he's past Kersley, because he wasn't on. We would have been able to see it if it was at Kersley. Either way, I do think we're gonna, get something. Yeah, that left track, no kidding. Yeah, unfortunately, the left track rarely gets used. This is the Lake State Railway track. It gets used by Lake State Railway. I have not seen anything on this track, but I have seen Lake State Railway do their thing over there on their track down there, but I have not seen them do anything with this. And based on the condition of this, it looks like, I who knows when the last time they went through this. I mean, look at the way it's paved over. There's a video, I believe, on YouTube. They used to use the siding here for something, but and I believe there was a little, when I last looked over at Bentley Street down there where it ends and merges with the CN line, I believe there was a little shininess on the rails. So maybe it did recently get used.
Maybe I do have time to get coffee.
Yeah, I know, right? I figure you're gonna leave though, and then it's gonna show up.
Well, that's my luck.
Are you gonna go?
Yeah. Just
All right.
No, just watch.
All right. All right. Boy, who's gonna go? Honestly, though, I wouldn't be surprised if that's the case. For the amount of good things Moena has seen today, I think it's been a pretty good day for him. So if that happens, that'd be really funny. I'm hoping he'll get back in time and I get that coffee, because I'm gonna need it a little bit. I was starting to feel tired a little bit ago, but I'm starting to feel okay now. But just for the sake of as I start to yawn again. All right, see you soon. There he goes. Yeah, for the sake of that, I know as soon as I get in the car and I sit down, I'm gonna want to go to sleep. So that's why I need to have a cup of coffee. All right, so he'll be back here in a bit. I'm gonna turn the. See, I got my scanner here. I'll show you guys. I have the light on it. I'm gonna turn the light off just to conserve the battery. It does help if I do that, because it will drain the batteries. Although I haven't heard them talking on the scanner. It's been pretty quiet. It is pretty quiet around here, but you do get a lot of scanner talk. Well, let's just hope that we got this eastbound coming through. Trains and Sirens of East Detroit. Good to see you. It's been a while. Thanks for coming on. Did you go out and film a siren desk today, since it was the first Saturday of the month? I know I got mine. I got a good one. Like I said, for my siren enthusiasts, that video is going to go up tomorrow, sometime during the day. I have no idea when, because like I said, after I get done here tonight with tonight's stream, I am going to bed when I get home, because I'm tired. I want to sleep in, because I haven't slept in a few days. So it's been a while, and I need sleep. I filmed a Thunderbolt. I'll just throw it out there. It was a special Thunderbolt siren today. And that's all I'll say. I just want to keep the video a surprise for you guys for tomorrow when I put the video out there. We'll do that, and then you guys will get to see it whenever I get it uploaded tomorrow. I'm going to do that. You guys will get to see that. And hopefully I will get a good night's sleep tonight. I think I will, though, because I'm going to sleep in. Now that college is starting, I actually will be able to sleep in a little bit longer, considering pretty much all my classes are afternoon, evening classes. I have nothing going on in the mornings, so I know I'm going to sleep in a bit more now. And in the mornings, if I get up, somewhat early, but not like terribly early, I will at least do some video. I will do my best, assuming I can get myself motivated, to do some video work for you guys. No, it was not a 1003. It was a 1000T actually, and that video will be going up tomorrow. So you guys will get to see that. You'll be in for a nice treat. It's a pretty cool sounding siren, and I think you guys will like it. If you guys are true siren enthusiasts and love sirens, you'll like it. Okay, yeah, it was in Battle Creek. You know which siren it is. So that'll be tomorrow's siren post. Is the Thunderbolt 1000T in downtown Battle Creek, since I took the train there today to do some rail fanning, and I also got the siren. I actually filmed it on top of the Hamblin Avenue parking garage, which actually kind of gave it a good spot, and I had a nice angle as well. So that definitely did help. I think what we're going to do while we wait for Moena to get back from McDonald's with the coffees, I'm going to go check ATCS one more time and see if we have anything. Maybe we'll get a surprise westbound. after this potential eastbound. Like I said, I don't know for a fact if we do have an eastbound. I'm assuming we do based on the clues I've been given. I see a reflection, a green reflection that looks like it could be a green. Thought I just heard something. Probably not. Ooh, what do we got here? You need to see the other one. That one has a real punch to it.
Go west. Coming out that thoroughfare.
Going west at a thoroughfare. I believe that's in Lansing. So a westbound that's not here. Lovely.
No location for you.
We'll see. Signal indication. Thoroughfare. Like I said, I believe that is in Lansing. Not far from the East Lansing Amtrak station. The one, yeah, that one you're talking about. I'll have to get the address to it. The thing is, though, whenever I go to Battle Creek or East Lansing, I don't have a car because I always take the train. I always feel like I keep hearing e-bells ringing once I walk away. I know there's nothing though. All right, we're gonna walk back to the car real quick. We'll take a look at ATCS monitor, and it's 11:55. It's actually been a while since I've seen a freight train, since I filmed an official freight video. I mean, yeah, I could pass a couple freights on the Amtrak, but they don't count as videos unless I see them, actually running. So unfortunately, I will not count those as a video. I don't know if I'm going to count the locomotives towards my database. I do have a database for all the locomotives I see, but I don't know if I'm going to technically count them, considering I only saw them sitting and not moving. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. I don't know what I want to do. I like to count things when I see them going through on a train. That's pretty much the only way I count seeing locomotives. So let's take a look real quick. We're going to take a look at ATCS and see what we got. Real quick. Let's lean over real quick. All right, I don't see anything. Okay, the stream's going to cut out again just for 1 second. Give me a minute, and we'll be right back. I'm going to see what we got. 1 second, we'll be right back. All right, Moena just got back. I don't see anything here on ATCS, but I do see a westbound signal at Durand, and I see an eastbound at Walton, which is pretty far. So, I mean, eventually we could have an eastbound, but it would be a very long time. For now, we'll have to wait and see. What's up? You missed that eastbound. I'm kidding.
Dang.
You got.
I was listening to the stream
Oh,
all
were
the
you?
time.
Oh, nice. Yeah. But yeah, look at that. There's an eastbound in Potterville,
Bro,
and there's a westbound in Durand.
the train that was probably near Flint was going that way
Yep,
now.
I bet you on that.
Oh, that's crazy.
I didn't hear the stream in the background. Oh, yep, look. You just got signal out of West Flint.
Oh, that's yeah.
Yep.
Ooh, I'm probably gonna head home in a second.
Are you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I might stay out. I might stay out a little bit longer.
Yeah, I'll watch your stream.
Okay.
Tell me if it's good.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. I'm gonna put my coffee in the car. Get here. There we go. That will at least. That will at least get me home. Hoping we get at least one. I'm thinking if we at least get this eastbound, this potential eastbound, that'll probably end up doing it.
Hopefully it's like on the station at least.
Nah, well, it doesn't. We don't know for sure, Damon, if there's a train. I think there's an eastbound coming. Because there was a reflection down there that looks like it was green. It looks like there was a green signal reflecting off the track.
I looked down there for a reflection. I couldn't see any like color.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty. Oh, you drove by it, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
I don't know what that was then. I'm pretty sure it was green. Yep, I'm still streaming. I'm hoping that there is.
But I was near where the 3 red lights were. I was looking
Yeah,
for
you were at
reflection,
Main
so
Street, US
maybe it was a green.
M24.
Maybe
Yeah.
it was a green though.
We'll head back down there in a minute. I'm gonna stay here and see if maybe ATCS is gonna maybe get West Lapeer or any of those other ones working. They seem to work though when a train is actually lined.
Yeah.
But
I'm passing Flint to go home, so I'll let you know if I see anything on the way.
are you? Okay. All right. Well, it was good seeing you.
Good to see you.
And kind of got one hand on my
That's all
phone,
right.
but
I'll see you later, stream.
Yep. So Moena's
I'll
heading out.
see y'all later.
All right. So special guest Moena's gonna head home. Just give me an update. Just tell me in the stream chat because I'm not gonna be able to check Snap or anything like that.
All right, I got you.
All right. Hey, have a good night and be safe.
You too, man.
All right. So there goes Moena. Nice surprise to have him out here. Welcome to midnight. It is officially midnight. It is now officially Sunday. Sunday, September 3rd is here. And Damon says goodbye, broski, to Moena. So we'll hopefully see if we get an eastbound. I'm pretty sure, but I don't know. We'll have to see. 9:30 a.m. for you. Yeah, all that. Yep. And Moena just said goodbye to everyone in the chat. So we'll stick around a little longer. We'll see what we got. If it does become a little bit past 12:30 and still got nothing, then I'm probably going to be doing that. Damon's going to come over to confirm. Well, Moena, if you're watching, come back. We got a westbound. Moena. Okay, if Moena hears me on the stream, come back. I think we just got a westbound. He just laughed. Oh my God, he totally called it. It's a westbound. It looks like it's going to be going into the Flint yard. Lovely. That's funny. I see a green. I do see a green signal. All right, I got to go call him unless he saw the stream. I might have to hop off for 1 second to go give him a call because I think we are actually going to get something. I see a green reflecting on the tracks. I do see it. We got a green. Yep, he just came back. All right, we are going to get a train. Right, you totally.
I saw the green light. I was like, no.
Yep.
I'm coming back.
All right, he's back. Well, guys, you guys are going to get to see a train. Oh my gosh, that was perfect timing. We do have a westbound. Now, there's always a chance of an eastbound tying down on the siding. Perhaps there was. We'll have to see. Maybe we will get an eastbound in the siding. Which means, why would we have a green reflection? That must mean we don't actually have a reflection, a green reflection. But we look down the tracks, and we now have a green over red for a westbound. This could be a 491 if that hasn't run yet, or something that works Flint Yard, or it could be Z149. But yeah, there we go. We actually have a westbound. Great time of the day. And right as Moena was about to leave. Midnight Railfanning is coming real. If there's an eastbound, it could go into the siding. We'll have to see. I'm trying to see what that reflection is now, because that's definitely not a green then. So that theory, we now have a theory for that. Or we actually have an answer to that theory, that green reflection down there is not an actual reflection. All right, well, I guess I should start my camera up and announce that we have something coming. All right, everybody, it's actually now the next day. It is a little after midnight, and once my camera focuses a little bit better so we get a better picture, there you guys can see it. We actually have a green signal. It's now the next day. It's September 3rd, 2023. Current time is 12:05 in the morning. We actually have a westbound lineup. So we got a westbound train. Let's get set up and we'll catch a train. Here we go. I can't believe that, guys. Right after Moena leaves. Right after he's about to leave. A green. That's insane. Because then I see on ATCS monitor a westbound through Lapeer and East Flint. That's insane. So we'll see what this one is. This is a train that's stopping, that's lined up to go into the Flint yard. So I wonder which one this will be. We'll have to see. I'll know it, though, when I see it. It could be either a Z149 or maybe a Q123. I haven't seen Q123 in a while. I think the last time I saw it was Port Huron, and that was not even the last time I was in Port Huron. No, Damon, it's not just the Flint sub. It's every single line. This has happened to me in Wyandotte. This happens to me everywhere. And Moena called it right as he was going to leave. Not for McDonald's, though, but to actually go home. We get a signal. So this will probably only be the only train we get tonight.
Unless that eastbound.
Unless there's an eastbound that does go into the siding. Or something. Yeah. I don't know if there is, though. It's hard to tell. I don't know what happened to that other one. If it went into the Flint yard or if it was just a glitch.
I didn't even see a reflection of the green on the other side.
Yeah, I know. I still see the green light, but I don't know what it is.
And it's bright, so I should have been able to. Yeah.
Yep, he just got back. You think you see a train? Nope, no train yet. You're seeing the signal bungle box. It's the light like that right there to indicate that there's power. That lets the railroad know that the power supply box is indeed receiving power. He's still about 8 miles away. Yeah, I don't know. It very well could just be coming right out of Port Huron. And if that's the case, it could be 30 miles. Never mind.
Yes, found.
Never mind. It is 8 miles away. Holy crap, Ben, you were right. He's not even from the state. He's from Florida.
For real?
Yeah. And it's like, wow. So he just entered the defect detector. So he's about 8 miles out. He's in Attica Township right now.
W Ben.
Yeah, I agree. I'm gonna see if that defect detector comes back up, which it's amazing I can pick that one up 8 miles away, but yet I can go to Royal Oak and I can't even pick up one that's 5 miles north of there. Oh, we'll lock in on it. We'll see what this one is. Defect detector said CN detector, the milepost, and it said westbound, and then it ended because the train entered it. When a train enters the defect detector, meaning the locomotive hits the defect detector, when an axle goes over it, it means that the train has approached it and it's going through it. Once it completes going through, it'll say the amount of axles, if there's a defect or anything like that. Nope, don't know about defects yet. It's only done the entrance thing. It won't be able to tell us that until it goes through all the way. Which, in terms of defects, 2 times I've heard defects before.
I've heard one.
One time, it was the first time I was on Amtrak actually when it happened.
Really?
We were in Elba Township, which is that one that's down there, that defect detector down there, and we're heading back, and we pick up a defect, 3 hot boxes. Then one other time I was in Romulus. We had a southbound CSX. It was that empty coal train, and it went through to New Boston one, and I barely picked it up on the scanner. It was very scratchy. Yep. CSX does that too now, where they actually do to announce the track, because they did that the other day when I was in East Lansing, when we got one of 2 CSX trains where I was able to pick it up, because CSX in East Lansing, it only gets like 3 to 4 a day. And I say 3 to 4 in case there's an as needed that runs. They are, yeah, this train's most likely going to be flying through Lapeer.
Oh, yeah.
I like how you're just typing in the chat, and it's like, you're right here. You can just say it.
Can't believe
Talk
they're gonna
over
be
me.
flying through Lapeer.
It will be. I wonder if the station's closed yet, or if it's still open. It's after midnight, so I almost wonder. We'll have to test that.
Caretaker isn't here, so I don't know if
He doesn't, it locks by itself.
auto.
Yeah. It's an unstaffed station. There is no staff here. It's not like Durand where they have someone because they got to open the gate.
Yeah.
Lapeer is unmanned. Oh, I haven't heard him complete the defect detector yet. So we could just be almost getting through, or we missed it. I did have to angle my scanner. That is my buddy Moena that's with me. He's Film Connect on YouTube. He's, you want me to tell him where you're from?
Yeah. Go ahead.
He's from Flint, just like Damon is. I met him in Pontiac one afternoon. Happened to go out there, and yeah.
Q116 and
Yep.
50.
Yep, that's right. I remember that. That was cool. Hi to him, Neil says. Neil is Neil is a fan of mine from India.
Oh, nice.
So
What's up, Neil?
so he's all the way overseas, which is amazing.
Nice.
So we love having him on here. We love having every.
Detector, mile 297.8. West bound, no defects. Temperature 62 F. Total axles 676. Speed 34. Detector out.
High speed.
676 axles. 34 miles an hour, 676 axles. Figure there's 2 locomotives on there. Subtract that by 12, divide it by 4, and that would be your number rail car count. But I'm assuming because it's that high, there's going to be 3 locomotives. Very well could be a DPU. Either way, we do have that westbound coming. He's completed the defect detector. He's gone through, so we should be getting it pretty soon. And we picked up the defect detector very well, actually. Right here in this spot, it was perfect. So I will be standing here because the thing is, the station, I believe, has some kind of ambience or something where it kind of cuts out, frequencies. But standing right here, even 8 miles away, 7 or 8 miles where that is, picks it up very well. So the train's probably about 5 miles out now. But we'll hear him when he gets close. It is nighttime, so it's quieter. The sound echoes very well. You'll be able to hear the locomotives way in the distance.
This is why I love Lapeer so much, because you can
Oh yeah,
it's not a different sound.
And there's not a bunch of crackheads that are out smoking and playing loud music. You know what I mean?
I went to Endor Highway to look for a train.
Oh, Dort.
Yeah.
You went to a bridge?
11 o'clock. Yeah, no, around the station, but
Oh, okay.
Nah, that's crazy. 11
I
o'clock at
hate,
night.
so when I did a Flint for the first time, I went to the station.
Yeah.
Biggest mistake, because it's like, Flint's great and all. I like the city of Flint for the most part, besides all the issues it has. But the gate, because there's so many issues with the city, they have to gate it, because, kids are kids in Flint.
Yeah.
So they actually have it gated off, like the actual platform. Like you can get to the platform, you just can't go through the gate. You can only go through when the train is there, and of course you got to have it.
Opens it up. It has like barbed wire on the top.
Yep, it's got barbed wire. And the first time I went, there was an Amtrak personnel, or a station worker, which now I think Amtrak just does it themselves.
It's the caretaker there.
Yep.
It used to be like a whole they used to use the desk because I used to.
The one guy, he's telling all of us, all right, you guys, because all of us, we're standing right up to the fence. He's like, oh, you guys all need to step back. You got to be a little bit further back, and it's like, we're behind the fence. We're fine.
Yeah, no, that's what he told me.
That's why I just park. I just park over by Lapeer Road. I've parked on the rocks there before.
That spot you showed me?
Yeah.
That's a perfect spot.
There's a better one, though. If you go to Court Street, that one driveway that leads, there's a business there. But where we went, that's where I told you to meet me the last time, was over there. And that's a better spot. That's way better because you don't have to park on the rocks.
Yeah.
'Cause technically you're on the railroad property there, but, you know, I've had crews that have been by and, you know, they wave and stuff, and they're probably fine with it, you know. Because honestly, railroad crews, half the time they either don't care or they just want to make sure you're being safe. And if you're out there, you know, rail fans, fortunately, are the people that know how to be safe around railroad tracks. I mean, you guys can see where I'm standing right now. Right now, if a train comes through, I'm going to die. But in this case, we're in a protected area because, first off, we have a crossing which will alert us when a train's coming. We have a lot of time that if I see a light and I hear a horn, we know it's coming. It's not like I'm standing in the middle of the tracks down there or in the middle of nowhere where... Was that it? Was that the horn? I don't know, but you guys get what I'm saying, though. I'm not standing, you know, in the middle of nowhere 5 miles away from a crossing where I can't tell if a train's coming. And fortunately, most of you guys that are rail fans as well do the same thing. I mean, pretty much every rail fan that's not an idiot, and I'm not saying like every rail fan is an idiot. There are a couple idiots out there, believe me. There are some that do stupid things, but you know, most rail fans know how to behave around railroad tracks, and they know how to be safe. I mean, if you go out to the tracks, you know, you stand a good distance away from the tracks, because when I used to film in Royal Oak, I used to get pretty close. I was like, maybe the train would be coming through here and I'd be standing like right here. But then I realized, one, it's not safe. Two, I can get a better shot if I stand further away. So I started doing that. Video quality improved. I was in a better and safer spot, so I felt a little more comfortable as well. And Ben estimates it's 2 miles out. James, I believe there was an audible horn heard in the stream. Yeah, I don't know. I might have talked over it here.
Oh, there you go.
Well, here we go. Here we go. All right, here comes that westbound. Okay, I'm gonna announce the locomotive numbers as it comes through for my reference. $29.44, $30.11. $29.44, $30.11. $29.44, Neil. 29. Oh yeah, that train, it's definitely sped up. There's no way. Let's see if we have a DPU. We very well could have a DPU. I'd bet you we have a DPU. Unsure the symbol on this train. It could be A491 since it has truck frame, so I'm not sure. Current time is 12:20 in the morning, September 3rd, 2023. All right, there you have it. I don't know. That could be, like I said on there, it could very well be A491. It does have truck frames, but if that's the case, it's a very long one because typically A's are typically short haul manifest. But there you guys go. It was a pretty quick one. But yeah, when he went through the defect detector, he was definitely going 34. When he was going through here, he was probably going more like close to 50, if not 50. Back to what I was saying, though, again, we have a protected area. If we were standing in the middle of nowhere, that train would have come out of nowhere and I would have been dead. But because I'm standing at a crossing with bells and flashing lights, I know when it's coming. Because it's hard not to miss it.
That train was hauling.
Oh, yeah. They haul through here. It's crazy how fast they go through.
Right next to that yellow line every single time
Yep.
I'm here. That almost
The wind, right?
over.
Yeah, I know, right? All right, let's go check ATCS. Let's see if we have any more coming. But we at least did get one train for you guys, and that will at least add another train onto my total. So what do you got there?
Sure. Two birds.
What is it?
It's two birds.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
About it.
Let's see. Keep coins. Oh, gosh. You keep coins. It's all good. Give them to the homeless guy that stands by the tracks. I'm kidding. There is no homeless guy around here. But let's go take a look at ATCS. Who knows? Maybe another westbound behind it. That would be cool. If we have anything else, might as well stick around and get it real quick. But then, yeah, I am eventually going to go home. Are you going home now?
Yeah.
Okay. So now for real, here, now we can do this better.
All right.
All right. Good seeing you.
See you, man.
It was good to see you as always. Special guest Moena for coming on the stream today. And we'll check. Yep. Moena's saying his goodbye for now. I don't know about the eastbound. If there is an eastbound, I think it would have pulled up into the siding already.
Let me know if there is on the screen.
Yeah, I will. But yeah, pretty soon I'm gonna be heading home because honestly. Okay. Still got all reds now. We're gonna take a look and see if we have anything. If we have anything else. If not, I think we're gonna end the stream because I've been live for an hour and 20 minutes, 23 minutes. So I'll be right back. I'm gonna reconnect to my hotspot. Give me 1 second. We'll be right back. Smells like coffee in here now. I don't see anything else. All I see are the westbound signals in Flint for this train. It is going into the yard. Like I said, I think that second locomotive, I have to look back. I think it was 3011, which I did see. I think I saw that a few nights ago. If that's the case, maybe this was M397. That's what it could have. It could either be that or it could very well be a strange A491. And I do see where that eastbound is now that we were talking about earlier. It's at all the way at milepost 208, but there's no way I'm sticking around for that this evening. Unfortunately, not going to be able to do that. But at least we did get a westbound through here to get something on the stream. So we'll go out there. We'll look at the tracks a little bit longer, probably like maybe 5 more minutes, because I don't think we have anything else. I'm glad we were at least able to get one train on stream for you guys, so that way you guys get to see something. Because I'd hate to do a midnight rail fanning stream and not see anything. That's why when I do these streams, I'm only going to rail fan in spots where I know we can get a train. And plus, now that it's a little after midnight, I do want to get home before all the bars start closing. Because when that happens, you know, there's always going to be a few drunk drivers out there. And the last thing I want is to have to deal with that crap. You know, it's funny, I haven't even drank any of that coffee, but now I actually do kind of feel wide awake. which is good. That means I'll have a good drive home, and then hopefully I can wind things down, go to bed, because I'm sleeping in tomorrow. I haven't slept in a long time. But yeah, technically now, if you guys think about it, I've been rail fanning for 19 hours. Including, I guess, the time I was on the Amtrak. I guess I was kind of rail fanning there. Not that I really count that, but let's check something real quick. I want to zoom in and see if that green light that I was seeing is still there. I don't think it is a signal, but it would not hurt to just look. Yeah, I see it still, but yeah, the ambience from the lights, though, does make it appear that it would be green, but I think it's just a street light or something that just appears to be green. Yep, so there's no eastbound. If there would have been an eastbound, it would have had to have pulled up already. Yeah, we will do that for sure, Damon. Like I said, I who knows, maybe I'll change what I end up doing Monday on Labor Day. Damon, text me later. I was gonna say tomorrow, but tomorrow would be Monday then. Text me later today. Maybe I'll give you a call on my way home. There goes someone walking over there. Give me a text maybe, and I'm thinking maybe I'll just give you a call while I drive home, and we'll talk. Maybe I might reschedule what I was gonna do Monday. Maybe I'm gonna reschedule and change it up. We'll see what I decide to do. If I do rail fan the Flint sub, I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna do up here though, because I've been up here to up here many times, and I was just here last week when the train got canceled. So maybe I'll probably end up going somewhere else on the Flint sub. We'll just have to wait and see for now. I haven't been to Durand in a while, but I think I am gonna go back to Durand in late October. I typically only go to Durand, a few times because of how far it is. It's like going there, Port Huron, and Monroe. They're all really far. They're kind of the three locations that I drive to every once in a while. But me and you will talk about it. We'll talk more about it off stream just so we can have a private conversation. In regards to that train, I'll see if I can figure out the symbol on it later. I was thinking that too, but we'll see. We'll see on that. I might consider that though, Davison, because I've wanted to do that. We'll talk more about it later. I think for now, guys, I don't think we really have anything else coming. So I guess we'll check ATCS one more time, and then I think we're gonna end this stream. And hopefully someday we can do a midnight rail fanning stream and get more than just one or two trains. There are locations that do tend to get a lot of late night traffic. We'll just have to wait and see. The Flint sub is a good line. It's the busiest CN line in Michigan. That and the South Bend sub, because South Bend sub is what the Flint sub turns into once you get to Battle Creek. And you got to hear the defect detector. Yeah, it was pretty good. It was nice and clear. It was perfect. I think the evening, nighttime does help with that, considering the echo and the air just seems to, transmit it better, along with like when you hear the horn as well. So, and you know what, real quick, let's actually test our theory and see if the Lapeer station is still open. I almost want to say it doesn't lock at nighttime, like it's open all night. But I in a way, I doubt that. So we'll check that real quick, and then check ATCS. We'll see if we have anything, and then if not, I'm going home. Because it's going to take me a little bit to get home. I want to go to bed and sleep in. It's been a long day. So Lapeer Station's really nice. It's really nice and historic. It really makes me happy to see the way they preserve the station. And I love the lighting as well at nighttime too. It gives it a nice look. Yeah, you know what? I think it might very well still be open. Because typically the lights dim as well when it locks. Oh, nope. The station is now officially closed. So So you guys see that? Can't get in now. So the station is officially closed. So it does lock at nighttime. That's good. It's a good idea that they do that for security. All right, we're going to check ATCS monitor real quick. Yeah, the Durand station is amazing. Durand is probably the best. Sorry, Lapeer. I love you too. I love you too, Lapeer. But I think Durand, considering it's got that museum and a lot to it, I think Durand has to take that one. And that clock tower that's across the street too, in downtown Durand. Durand, that's the railroad city of Michigan. Considering, first off, it's the best place to go on the Flint sub because the two locals that run on the Holly sub that go to Flint Yard, L507 and L508, E251 and Q116 on the west part of the Flint sub. You can see them in Durand. You can see Huron and Eastern in Durand. You can see Great Lake Central in Durand. Any as-neededs that go into the Holly sub in Durand, whether they go from Flint or west of Durand, great location. So Durand is looking pretty good. Okay, all right, I'm gonna check real quick, see what we got. I'll be right back. Hold on 1 second. The stream's not over yet. Just give me 1 second, and we'll look. Let me just unlock my computer. Okay, we'll be right back. Okay, we're back. Yes, Durand is a quiet zone. They don't honk in Durand. And I think it would appear we got nothing else coming through. Look at the signals real quick just to confirm that. I can see the reflection from here. They're all red. Thank you, everybody, for tuning into tonight's stream. I am going to head home at this time now, which means I'm going to end the stream. Thank you, everybody, for coming on to tonight's third episode of Midnight Railfanning with Royal King of the Rails. Hope you guys enjoyed watching the world's best late night railfanning show. And who knows when the next one will be. It will be a while, considering I will be cutting back. And I'm kind of, as much as I love railfanning, I am kind of getting tired, and I do need to cut back. I need to start posting more content out of my backlog just so I get a little caught up, and I need to focus on school as well. Anyway, guys, your support is greatly appreciated, and everyone on here that came here tonight to support me and our wonderful hobby. You guys are amazing, so thank you all for coming on here. Thank you to Joseph, if he's still here, or in general, for the $6 super chat. I appreciate it. It was a very nice gift you gave me. I really appreciate that. Thank you very much. And thank you everybody else for coming on here and talking and having a good time. We'll see you guys next time, whenever that'll be, for the next Midnight Railfanning with Royal King of the Rails. Good night, everybody, and we'll see you guys later.